Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to McRaeathon since a blast from the past. With us, we have Jamieboi doing Lego races. So, Jamie, when you're ready.
Hello everyone. My name is Jamieboi1989. I started running this game about 3 months ago. It has a special place in my heart. This is the 1999 PS1 version of the game, developed by High Voltage Software. I look forward to demonstrating the 100% speed run. This is a version of the game that's often not ran, but it was cool to do something a little bit different this time for the Lego Racers games. Yeah, so I'm ready to start this when you are, Viper, and I will just head us into the first race.
Ready when you are.
Okay, then let's go in. Yep, so Captain Redbeard is our first champion, and he's the most annoying one, believe it or not, because he likes to shoot you all the time with the cannonballs. So, yeah, we will try our best to avoid him causing too much chaos. So, time will start when it hits go after 3, 2, 1, which is very shortly. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, unfortunately, he already got a boost at the start, so I already have to go into a defensive strategy by using shields. This is a brilliant start to the run. So, I'm going to be aiming to get 3 white bricks and a green, so I can do portals as much as possible, because that is the meta for this game. But however, one thing you want to do is to use your warp right as you're getting a white brick. So then you have a white brick when you come out of Portugal. And as you can see, I still have one. Oops, I accidentally missed a white brick, but we'll go for a backup right here by slamming into the wall instead. It's a nice backup. It's actually a few seconds slower though. So this game has a lot of rinse and repeat for this strategy. Trying to think what to say here. Yeah, one thing that's very important in this game is not changing the brick to the wrong color. That's called brick contamination, where yeah, you change it to the wrong color, and that's never a good thing because you might not have the right color brick on the next lap. Ah, unlucky. This last lap will be no portal, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a pretty chaotic game to talk about whilst running, but I will try my best. And that's the first race. Yeah. And enjoy the soundtrack and the craziness, because that's Lego Racers. So this next track, if you have ran the PC version of the game, there is a huge difference in this track. There is no ghost, and there is only 2 green bricks in this track. So we do have the potential to miss out on a warp on one lap. And the Redbeard got a boost again. So we're gonna take the red brick so he doesn't shoot me with it. So yeah, he won't be able to shoot me now, but he will now be a problem for the next section of the track. That's unfortunate. I accidentally took the blue brick, so I will be losing my shield now, and unfortunately I will be losing the portal because of that incident. So we will instead use this at the boost section. The little section, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get 2 portals, but there is a chance on one of these laps that green will not be green, unfortunately. I unfortunately made the mistake again. That's very tricky on PS1, by the way. I should also mention, yes, airborne physics are quite different in this version of the game. Oh god. Sorry. I'm not used to this, it's been a while. Sorry. Yeah, so that green brick will be lost, as you will see next lap, unless the AI were nice enough to me to change it back. They did not, so I will lose 5 seconds. Yeah. Don't have much more to say about this track. Ooh, hello. I will take that. That's something I haven't seen in that spot before. That was lucky. Yeah, this game has a lot of RNG, by the way. With what the AI do, the bricks that they take, depends on the actions of other AI. There's so much to take in. This next particular track I find actually a very difficult one, so I actually do it a different way to the optimal way, because there's 2 shortcuts, but you can only take one at a time, because they're not linked together. Okay, this time it's much more chill, and Redbeard didn't get a boost at the start. So this should be quite chill up to our first portal now. Which is about to come now. And I'm going to try and get a green brick coming out of this. Unfortunately missed that one, but that's okay, because there's still 2 here. And I'm not going to use that. I'm instead going to do this. Bounce off of the boost, bounce off the wall, and we're going to go through a shortcut. In order to go through this shortcut, you have to activate the blue shield to open that wall there. And then I'm going to grab another portal here, grab the green, and as we come out of the portal, boost. And we will try to get one more portal this way. Oh yes, I should also mention whilst I'm at it, that this version of the game has the lowest FPS, and it's the hardest one to handle the car on. So, if you played the PC version, you got it easy, compared to me right now. And there we go. That was actually a pretty good race. That went exactly how I wanted it to go. So far, so good. Now this next track, I'm actually quite excited to show off, hopefully, one of the cool portal strats that you can do in this game. So, if you let go of acceleration whilst you are airborne, it will keep your speed, and I'm going to aim to carry that down this entire straight. And oh no, Redbeard got a boost again. He could mess up my strat here, but I'm going to try and avoid that by going wide, so he hopefully overtakes me, so he won't shoot me. Nice. So then I did a backwards teleport to go through a shortcut that you need to normally brake. And here we go. I'm going to come off the gas. Let's go. We got the strat. I really wanted to show that. Keeps your speed until you land. Very sick to show off in a run. But unfortunately I did not have a green. They changed that, so I'm going to have to do this now. Thankfully they will open this shortcut for me. And once again, rinse and repeat, which is a lot of things this game involves. Nope, we got unlucky this time and it sent us into the wall. But we did get to show you once, and that's very, very cool to show. So it looks like we'll be doing another backwards teleport. Yeah. Oh, that's unlucky. One of the bricks didn't get picked up, but that's okay because we can just use this one. And there we go. Nice. Before I reset this, I will gladly take that sort of time. And that was Captain Redbeard. He wasn't too much of a problem for me this time. So, this is the part of the run that takes longest because I've got two screens, and PS1 loads are, if you've played the other version of the game, much longer. As Viper would have definitely noticed by now. as he has in fact ran this game on PC in a race. If there's anything you need to say during these load screens, go ahead. And if there's any questions you have for me,
I will be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the load times are definitely longer for sure.
Much.
But just a tad. But yeah, when I did a run of this, I think it was during, I think it might have been 2020 or 2021.
2020, yeah.
And I remember specifically that I don't even know how I beat Rocket Racer at the end. It was by complete luck that I beat him.
Yeah, you got a lucky portal to just beat him with.
Just, yeah.
Well done though. It's very hard to beat him first playthrough. I mean, I still lost to him sometimes. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. So we're on to Kinkahuka now. This champion is much more chill because he doesn't shoot you all the time with a cannonball. What he does is collect shields. So we don't really care too much about him. He's not gonna shoot us like crazy. So there, in 100%, you actually have to win every cup as well. That's another important thing to say. And another mechanic I thought I might talk to you about now is, whilst you're boosting... Oh my god, that's unlucky. Whilst you're boosting, if you hold brake and accelerate, your speed decelerates slower. So it actually lasts longer when you're boosting. It's a weird find, but it's a cool one. And now I'm going to get to show you a cool little shortcut here, just to the left. And then I'm going to use up my brick so I can have no cutters when I grab the green, so I can use it twice. As earlier mentioned, brick contamination is a pretty much unknown thing to the first time player, because you're like, why was that brick a different color next to that? It's because you changed it with a different color, so you aim to change that color completely, or you erase that color completely so it doesn't contaminate the brick. Thankfully, we don't care about that brick on the third lap because it's actually slower to go over there, so we will not be doing that. Now this lap could be cool, and I hope I get to show it off. At the end of the tunnel, I have a chance to rope the AI. And if I do, that's another speed tech, actually. Oh, I missed the red. Never mind. Never mind, I can still grab him. or I can't grab him because he got hit by something else and it went under him. That's hilarious. That's a cool speed tech to show as well. But that was also a very funny coincidence. I'm gonna rope the AI, and then he gets shot into the air, so it misses. Now this track's a bit tough at the start. Slowing down is actually easier in this version of the game, because it's very difficult to drift on this version at the start for this track. Oh, I missed it, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to just go slower through this section now. Hopefully I will get it easier next lap because we're actually not carrying as much speed in. So I'm just gonna get this next green and then I'm gonna aim for a portal in that spot next time. So this will be much easier this lap because I can just go around like this. I don't have to go for both white bricks. And then I will portal here instead. Very nice too. Also, this is a cool soundtrack. I do like this one a lot. Very royal. And once again, it's just a very rinse and repeat game. But the third lap, I should point out, can be the one that tends to change the most because you tend to catch up to the back of the pack. Like, for instance there, they swapped the green for red. That's pretty common to happen on lap 3 here. And we're gonna that at you there. By the way, that AI behind me, who I just overtook, most speedrunners' least favourite AI because he tends to take the bricks you don't want. And that was Royal Knights Raceway. That was a pretty good one of that, actually. Other than the first lap. Okay. Ice Planet Pathway. Very tricky track. Very, very high in elevation. Expect lots of bumping to happen here. I might miss some bricks I don't want. But I will try my best. And I might get shot because I missed the red brick. So, nope, they didn't shoot me. Very nice. But this can also happen too, where the AI just beats you to the colours you want. So no boost for me on that one. But that's fine, because we won't be going their way. We'll be going through this very hard to miss shortcut. It's like the most obvious shortcut in the whole game. And it's great because there's 3 white bricks up the top there. Oh yes, that's another thing I need to talk about. Super sliding. So we've got your normal sliding, which is you just hold the slide button. But with super sliding, if you also hold the brake button whilst you're accelerating, then you can kick the back out of the car. And it does a more sharp turn. I will demonstrate that on tracks that actually matters on more. Nice, I got that portal. You're aiming for, well, 2 out of 2 portals in this particular section. But as you can see, it's a pretty tricky track, this one. It can be tough if you're stuck behind the AI, because they are very much grabbing the greens all the time here. And yeah, one more portal across the line, hopefully. And a nice oil for the AI, because why not? Always funny to give them a nice little surprise like that. And he's not happy. Cool. Okay, so this track, this is like the worst track in this cup, because there's no backups if you use the brick colors you want, and that can happen more often than not. Speedrunners don't like this track because of that reason alone. And the shortcut is right here on the left. It's through the waterfall. It's a great way to start the race too, and it's very fun to just fly through the waterfall. Unfortunately, due to these physics, I do have to slow down for the green brick, because it's harder to slide than this version of the game. Ooh. But it's very fun because you just get to whiz through the waterfall every time you warp into the into the start of that. Sorry, tongue twisted there. I'm very good at tongue twisting. Oh, that's unlucky. There was an oil on the ground. That can happen as well. Oh yeah, this game's full of bangers. And unfortunately, because of that, I have to skip a portal now. But we should be able to get the last one. I'm just going to grab this one in case those next 2 are gone, which can happen. And they're not gone. Oh there, it's a hard game, Dotty. This is like the hardest version too. I find in this version of the game, compared to the 2001 versions, is that the AI are much more wanting to switch to different bricks that they don't normally take in other versions of the game. I also run the N64 version, which is running on that version of the game. Much faster loads and different physics. And that was King Kahuka. Now we are on to the next part of the game, which is much more of a difficulty spike coming up now. If you're familiar with Basil the Batlord, he is usually the first big hurdle in playing this game, because he likes green bricks, and I like green bricks, so Him and me are not friends. Yes, better FPS 2, King. It's sometimes 60, it's sometimes not. I guess. And yeah, next track, McRaeathon. It's called McRaeathon. It's my favorite track for soundtracks. It's the most banger soundtrack in the game. It's also one of my favorite tracks by design as well. What do I have to say about this track? The first green brick is a pain sometimes because you can't really do this thing called bonking or something where you can block them. In this version of the game, the front of your car doesn't lift, so they don't really get a slowdown at the start where you can just block them. They just go straight away. And the AI get a bigger boost than you, as you might see here, if they get one. Like so. But luckily, he's one of the AI that doesn't go for the green, so we're good. And hopefully he doesn't shoot me as well. I'm looking to chain 2 portals this per lap in this race. That would be like the dream scenario as well. There is one less white brick in this version of the game too, so you do have to always go wide for it. There's actually another white brick there in the other versions of the game, which is nice. So you have one less chance to get that free portal there in particular. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the game so far, guys, and just seeing how we won the game. Obviously, going for the meta of as many portals as possible. There's a green there, which is nice. And I didn't use it straight away because I had a feeling that was not going to be green. Yep, you're correct, King. You are absolutely correct.
I'm not gonna lie, you're making this look so easy compared to when I played it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, that was your first time playing, so that's understandable.
Yeah. If I knew now what I knew then the game would probably be really easy.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think I just got lucky with the Rocket Racer.
Yeah, I'm glad that you didn't lose because it looked like you were about to. And that's the first race. That went pretty good actually.
It even went down as one of my funniest moments I'd ever had.
Yeah, I think another funny moment you had was on the second track where Redbeard shot you when you were mid-air with the turbo boost.
Yeah.
And you still went across the line like really high off the ground. I did watch your run.
Whoops.
Yeah. It was cool to see that you have played the game. Definitely worth trying more in the future if it interests you.
I'm definitely thinking I might come back to this, given now that I'm like,
hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, use the green bricks and the white bricks together.
This track is the worst if the AI champion gets a boost at the start, because it can be a big issue to get greens if they beat you to it. I find this track's another one of those tracks that doesn't really have much backups. But we have got everything we want so far. Nice. That was very good, but I sadly didn't land on the green brick coming out of that portal. That's another thing to mention about this version of the game. The portals tend to be a bit more sporadic with where they actually released it. I find that I get a lot more what we call short warps in this game, where you don't go as far as the portal's meant to take you. Sometimes there is in fact a time where the portal just doesn't take you anywhere at all, really. It's just a wasted portal. And there we go. That's the green I was talking about, right there. And we will get a portal here as well, which is nice. And once again, we're holding on to the brake and accelerate, so our deceleration is slowed down. 30-second lap's pretty good, actually. It's a hard track, so I will take that. And here's what I was talking about. Sometimes you just can't get the brick you're looking for. They changed it with a colour of their own. But that's fine. We should hopefully get at least one more. Oh, they also changed that brick. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hopefully there's that green though still. Or is it just entirely a... Okay, nice. It wasn't a completely portal just that through. It is a very fun speed game. There's so much to this game. I definitely can't show it off in the best way possible, but I have definitely come a long way in this game, and I'm still performing some cool little tricks along the way. Okay, so this next track, this is the biggest track. A lot of things can happen in this track, so it's going to be a bit hard to explain. But there's a really evil shortcut at the start here that's very unnoticeable. When you see this, you might be a little bit mind blown because it's like, that's a shortcut there? So just behind this totem to my right, there's a shortcut. And that was very clean. Wow, that was a very good turn in. Nice. It's very difficult not to bonk there. That was very good. What I'm gonna do here is take this. Unfortunately I didn't get the green, but that's okay because we can try and keep our brick from being changed color if I didn't do that. But I would have failed anyway. To the right of that red brick, there is a chance you can dodge the brick grab, but it's very difficult to do on this version of the game because hitboxes are, I believe, bigger in this version of the game. So that's another advantage for the other versions of the game. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a little bit slower now. This is the trickiest version of the game. Trickiest section of the whole game, I would say. These totems here. You really don't want to get caught up in those because if you do, you want to slow down so you can get around those corners nice and easy. The car doesn't turn in quite as sharp in the PS1 version of the game, so you do actually have to slow down a bit more. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I couldn't dodge that, unfortunately. So right now my controls are reversed until I run out of burst time. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I handled that pretty well. That's an unlucky scenario. I should have stayed on against the wall. That was my fault. But we're good so far. And we're still handling this race pretty well, given all odds. Yeah, and I don't think I can get another portal because I think it's not gonna be green. So, oh, it was green. I changed it back. Yep, reverse controls and lowered speed. Okay, we unfortunately didn't get the portal because they took one right, but we still got there. The Foster. Yeah. So that was a pretty big track, as you saw, compared to the others. Now this track is one of my favorites, actually, and this is my favorite track in this cup, because this is a very high speed track. It's also a very annoying track if you don't know what you're doing. At the start of this race, you want to get the blue brick, because that's shields. If you don't shield up, the UFO is going to grab you and throw you back. Thank you, Grill. So I'm going to aim for the blue brick directly in front of me. And I unfortunately failed my speed boost for the first time, so that's very unfortunate. I should mention the speed, that's a thing to mention, the speed boosting at the start. You've got two versions of it. If you time it perfectly, you get the level 1 speed boost. If you time it slightly too early, oops, you will get just a level 0 speed boost, which is a small one. Hold on a second. And if you're too late, you won't get a boost at all, which is what happened there. I also missed a shortcut opening, but I'm going to try and get that for you next to that. So here's why we sealed up. That UFO there. If that UFO grabs you, it will send you back on the track. So this time I'm going to try and shoot that wall down. Oh, never mind, AI did it for me. But you do have to shoot that with a red item. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I have to get that blue, which I missed. Oh no, it's gonna grab me. unfortunate. I missed the blue. You can't dodge those things if they're too close. Yeah, so shortcut is optimally fastest. I hope to do that better in Gypsy Moth's version, because that was appalling for my standards. But it is a marathon, so I accept that. And that's Basil. Oh yeah, that UFO's hitbox is stupid. It's a shame I missed that blue. So next cup is won. As I said, 100%. I have to win all these cups. In any percent, you're fine with coming to second place to move on. If you come third place, I think you don't move on, but yeah, you can complete any percent with coming in second place, except for the last place. But for this, I have to win every cup, so yeah. And now we move on to the part of the one I was going to find more difficult to talk about, because it's actually exactly the same as the first 3 cups, but they're now mirrored. Every track is now going in the opposite direction. And the AI also have a speed boost now, so. And it's Johnny Thunder. Also, what happens now is the tracks are also in reverse order. But yeah, trying my best to explain, but it does get difficult because this is a very fast-paced game. Yeah, because that works, King. So I'm gonna try and hopefully get to show off another of that cool end of that air boost. Ow. Thankfully I hadn't already had the right brick, so that's not the worst thing that can happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And it could have right there. Nice. And here we go again. Can we get the boost? Nope. Unfortunate. Welcome, Flakes. Welcome. Some of the LEGO Races speedrunners are flocking in, which is awesome to see. Yeah. Just trying to be consistent in my strats. Ah. At least we got to show it once to you guys at the start of Redbeards. I do believe there's a setup for that, but I'm not too familiar with the consistency of the setup. But as portals go, I've been able to get all the portals I want, which is nice. Yeah, that was pretty good still. So if you're wondering why I just went into the wall as a portal there, believe it or not, the direction you leave the portal at matters to where it shoots you out, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I do believe that's correct. Yeah, so facing that wall means you get shot out always across the line, which is what we want. And now for my least favorite track in the cup. Yeah, it gets really difficult to talk about the game in the mirrored. It's just the same again. So if there's anything you want to say, Viper, please go ahead.
I haven't got too much to say, but I can just kind of quickly mention as well, just for those that are tuning in for the first time, to not just to watch LEGO Racers, but in general, just to kind of give you a quick rundown as to who we are or what this channel is about. So this channel is called McRaeathon. It is a speedrunning marathon that's usually held annually. However, this is our first biannual event. for the first time ever, we've ran a second event during the year called A Blast from the Past, which is what you're currently watching. We've had a variety of different runs earlier on in the event. The reason for the current situation was due to some technical knacks, we'll call them, that happened when the event was originally run last weekend, which was a bit of a shame. And as a result of people not being able to show off their runs, we are basically doing this part of this weekend. People are doing their runs this weekend to show off what they couldn't do last weekend. It's basically to make sure that they get to show off the runs that they were, what they were allowed to show off originally, and it was a case of they didn't get a chance to. Not only that, just to kind of quickly mention as well, a few minor things. So we have had a fair bit of a big schedule change due to what happened. So originally Lego Races was on day 1, so this kind of fits. However, Chorokyu, which was the run before by Ruri 2-Pop, that happened a day ahead of schedule. I mean, technically it's a week late, but still a day ahead of schedule because of that reason. And due to a few runners feeling ill and dropping out, we've had to resort to changing some runs around and some categories around. So originally Jamie was supposed to be doing any percent glitchless, and he offered to do the 100% glitchless to fill in the time that we'd lost due to one of the runners, Digital Duck, falling ill and unfortunately having to drop out of our event. Normally we are a charity event, however this event, due to, again, technical problems and stuff like that, this event is essentially just being run for a non-profit. It is a general speedrunning event, and it is essentially to show what all different aspects, classic and retro style racing games can offer. We will be running another McRaeathon event as we do every year, and there is obviously potential for another blast from the past event, providing how this one goes. From the looks of it, and I'll be honest, it does seem very much so like in terms of, I'm not looking at viewing numbers or anything, but in terms of people interested and intrigued, a fair few people seem to like the idea of this. And as a result, I think it is worth keeping. Obviously, we'll give a feedback form post-event this weekend to gather your thoughts, and despite all the technical limitations, if people enjoy it or not. If you wish to follow us on Twitch, you can do. We do also have some socials as well. Sorry for the long one here, Jamie.
Oh, that's fine. It's go ahead, please do.
But we do have some social media if you want to follow us on there. So obviously we have a Discord server, which is what we would recommend if you want to keep in touch regarding our events, and just to ask like staff members and things like that if you have any general questions about the event. Obviously there's only so much information we can give you regarding when the next event is going to be, but if you join our Discord server you'll be up to date regarding that. We also have a Twitter and a Blue Sky account. If you look for McRaeathon over on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, and Blue Sky, you'll find us there. And of course we have our YouTube channel as well, where all the runs get sent to and get uploaded to after the event is finished, after the previous event is finished. And obviously, like I said, we're not just a case of, we are looking at expanding McRaeathon a little bit. Not just in terms of doing an event or two, like our main event and a special event, but potentially other things in the future. You never know what might turn up, what might happen. So keep an eye out for that one. And I'll hand it back over to Jamie.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds amazing, and I will definitely be filling out the feedback form to help you guys with future events, because I'm honoured that you accepted Lego Races today. Honestly, it's like I said, it's difficult to talk about this part of the run until we get to time trials now. It's just mostly the same, but reversed order. As you may have noticed, I got a little bit unlucky and by missing a green brick at the end of that 3 on the last track. That was unfortunate. I missed that by like a pixel. And what am I doing? That's not meant to be going there. Just do the backup route then. Nah, not being robbed. This has been honestly a good Imperial. I just made a mistake there. That was still a good Imperial though. I just forgot to portal once. That's the best feedback for LEGO Racers you could ask for, King. I also got quite lucky with Dark Forest Dash. They didn't steal any of my greens, I just missed one. Sometimes that free green brick, which is the only one you can really get in PS1 version, can be red sometimes in 5 seconds every portal or something like that. Lost. It depends. It depends how good the portal is. If it's like one of those portals that you got airborne speed to carry, then it's more than 5 seconds of using. Those are the most fun portals. I've definitely got that to show off, and a time trial later too, because that's like the best place to do it, and I can't wait. It's consistent as well. So, in the time that Viper spoke, we pretty much did Johnny in Thunder. On to the next one. Baron von Baron. I want to face. and now we actually go left on the menu, because after we get to the 5th cup, it's actually quicker to go left on the menu. This guy, he also is the same as Kahuka. He only cares for the shields usually, but he actually cares about upgraded shields. So yeah, a little bit weird. Johnny was the same, I should have said. Johnny focuses on ropes, which is the level 1 red. Still a good power to go for if you can, because ropes is a good speed tech as well. As earlier I tried to show off, but World King got shot up into the air, so I didn't actually get to rope him. Oopsie. Oh dear. We just lost the portal because I accidentally took the wrong kind of brick. Oh well, it happens because that is a little bit tight sometimes to dodge. But it's fine. We're just trying to win at the end of the day. But obviously I'm aiming to try and do it in a cool way. So this home straight is a good example of what I said earlier, where I would hold, accelerate and brake at the same time, so that my deceleration is like slowed down. It's really cool. You can actually hear it in your engine too, that it's slowing down. It's taking longer to slow down. If it does have a term, I don't know the name, sorry. So there, in order to perform that, you have to release the acceleration until you land on the ground. And then apply both accelerate and then brake immediately after. Ah, that's unfortunate. It is trickier to get that on PS1 at speed though. This Captain Redbeard is always appreciated because that guy is a big reset worthy guy. You can get stuck on the first track for a while after looking to do it optimally. All my speedrunner peeps know exactly what I'm talking about. So, back to Ice Planet Pathway. Of course, it will be tougher this time because AI are faster. If I miss the red this time, I'm surely getting shot as well. So I'm going to try and get that red to stop them shooting me. I went over it. Never mind, it didn't get a boost, so we're actually fine because they all failed to boost. Yes, only once they've been used. Takes 5 seconds as well. 5 seconds after use, I believe. Ah, unfortunately we missed the right brick, so this will not be a portal lap 2. But we can still do No, we can't actually. We can't even do that too, because that white brick is gone too. I guess we're just gonna chain the greens in. Or not, because this game loves to just throw you anywhere at once. As you can see. This track is very hard to control the car on. Not a big fan of this track, if I'm completely honest with you. But we try to salvage what we can in ones. Uh-oh. I actually had to dodge bricks there. Unfortunately that wasn't right, so we'd have to settle for trying to get underground with this thing. It's always funny when you can't get underground. I just had to get that green, it would have been slower not to. That was very hit and miss. It's a hard track there. Very tricky track. Yeah, so hopefully this time I'm gonna be able to do what I failed last time and get that first lap portal in the shortcut. That's another thing I never talked about actually. You probably realize there's a lot of shortcuts in this game. There's only like one track that doesn't have them. It used to, but the developers decided to remove those shortcuts. And that track is McRaeathon. It used to have shortcuts. Oh, I didn't get it again. It's so hard to do that on PlayStation. Because of the physics. That is not an easy thing to do. Which version of the game? But I tried. So we're going to try and get our portal again, going into lap 2. It's much easier on lap 2 and 3 to just chain these portals here. I just don't go for that. It's easier to go for the double white there on every other version of the game but this one. The car turns in much more with sliding. Ow. That was a wall. Yeah, this would be another easy portal grab as well. Oh yes, I should mention this track and Dark Forest Dash had their soundtracks switched around in this version of the game, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Yeah, that went respectively, other than the first lap again. Cool. Do you know what? I might go for the other portal on this track because I haven't actually shown that section of the track. It's still relatively fast, but it's not my preferred route. I would go for it just to show it off. There is actually 2 greens in this track, not 1. I will do that on the next lap. I'm trying to find something to talk about, but it's so difficult right now. Until I get to time trials, there's really not a lot to say anymore.
Concentration is key.
Yep, concentration is key is a great tip. I'm concentrating now, relatively.
So, I do have a question.
Absolutely. Please.
In terms of when you got hold of this game for the first time,
yes.
Do you remember back to when you first did?
Like,
was it a case of you first picked it up and really enjoyed it, or was it quite a challenge when you first played
no,
it?
this game is really hard as a first time thing. That's the same. I missed that. Screw it, we're going for it anyway. It's gonna still gain us our time lost back. Yeah, no, this game is very difficult if you've never played it before. Very difficult. You will spend more time being kind of like attacked by the AI a lot. I find that was one of the biggest challenges of the game casually, is just dealing with the AI. Not easy.
Well, my main question to you then is, for anyone that's looking at playing this for the first time, what advice would you recommend giving to them, other than maybe don't? A lot of people tend to give that advice like, don't. But...
my advice would be to just try and go for as many greens and whites as you can. It's not an easy game to make suggestions to. Try to stay calm as well and not get too angry at the AI, because if that happens, they'll probably lose him. So, I would also say casually, actually, just try and get shields as well if you can, because those could help you survive attacks too. But you really do just want to try and get those greens if you can. And my apologies for that Tribal Island trail. I didn't get that green brick in there. I did say I wanted to show it, but I don't like where it is. It's an annoying green brick in my honest opinion. But we're still having a respectable one right now. So now it's time for Gypsy Moth. Now it's the reverse version of Basil. And this champion, a lot of people don't like, because this is very difficult. So this is faster than Basil. She likes portals, I believe, as well. So she goes for portals if she can. Which makes sense because she's an alien, so we'll see how it pans out with Gypsy. I particularly don't like her on the last 2 tracks of this cup as well. The Pirate Skull Pass, that McRaeathon. She can be a real trouble there if she gets boosted. Here it's not too bad. You can just go about your business and get the bricks you're looking for.
I just saw the trap there in Alien Valley Asteroid. I'm thinking back to when I beat the Rocket Racer guy. I was like, oh no, still a track.
Yep, that's a very green and white filled track, because that's his specialty. So that's what makes him hard. He focuses on warps all the time, but he also focuses on the homing missiles too if he can't get a green. So you have to be careful of him too. He's not just a walk in the park. If you're getting all the greens before him, he will shoot you with the reds if he can. Yeah, but I'll get to that when I get to Rocket Racer, which won't be for a little while there. So here comes the UFO, sealed up, and no getting sucked back this time. And this is going a lot better than last time so far. So you do get a bit of a frame dip there in the PS1 version of the game, because there's a lot going on there. And we support to walk across the line now. Or we don't, because he shoots me. That was funny. The AI just seemed to have this ability to be like, oh, he's only just passing, shoot him now, even though he's in the portal. AI unfair advantage, you could say. So back to the longest track again, and this one is particularly not too fun on the time race, but I will hopefully not lose the race there. That's like the biggest challenge of the 100% one, is the time trials for sure. Some tracks is unbelievably easy, and then other tracks is actually very difficult. So there's a big difficulty spike in those. Oh, that's unfortunate. Still, we're gonna try and keep this if we can. if we can get around the impossible red brick. Nope. So you can squeeze around that, but it's very difficult. It's even more difficult on PS1 actually, because of the increased hitbox sizes. So I'm actually not going to use my portal there. You're probably wondering why. Well, it's better to use it at the start of the shortcut, because you get the shortcut and the portal together. It's a good tactic if you can use a portal at a shortcut. Good. We want to get another portal here, so... Unfortunately, we did contaminate the green because dodging this is just ridiculously hard. But I'm gonna switch it back so it's red in the last lap, because why not? Ow! Yes, these rollers are fun with their cycles. This track has a lot of cycles actually. So I'm not going to take the shortcut this time, and I'm just going to get the portal here instead. And hopefully we can get at least one more portal here. Is there a green we can grab? I missed it. Oh well. This track is very super technical. I don't like it. Personally, I think a lot of runners don't like this track though, it's just so hard. So many things going on at once. Mastering this track is like insane. But there, that's the second Adventure Temple trial done. There's one more to do later in time trials. Time race. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And now we come on to my two least favourite tracks in this cup. If she gets a starting boost, it might not be a fun race. That's all I have to say. You can't really block the AI the same in this version of the game. So I hope she don't get the boost. On a good pace, it's like horrible, a feeling, because if she does, it's like, did she just kill my one? Because it has happened to me a few times, sadly. But that was a good start, the start I was looking for. Until I missed the green brick. I can't believe I missed that green, that's... I don't know how do you miss that, that's so hard to miss. Hilarious. Ow. Yeah, we'll still get another portal coming up there. At least we were in the clear at the start of our race. I'm gonna use that. This track on the time trial is like the hardest one. This is like one track where I'm gonna be like hyper focused on when we get there. Just to let you know, because it's very difficult. And I'm running out of things to say again. It feels awkward to just not have anything to say for a while.
Don't worry about it. Like I said, concentration is, like I said before, concentration is key.
I don't want it to be boring
about it
as well.
No. If you need concentration time, then you need concentration time. That's what it's for.
Yep, that's fair enough. I appreciate that, honestly.
Trust me, I think everybody gets it. When you're really trying for it, it's a case of, you know, you're really trying for it, it's a case of everyone gets it. It's like, you're going for it, you need knuckle down.
Yep. I mean, I will still say I'm like a half a minute ahead of my old Hondo PB right now, so I'm still miles ahead of that. Even though this has been a reset this, where I'm talking. It's just a really old one. I haven't touched this since like a few months ago, like over a month ago. So I do normally run an N64 because it's just faster. But for the sake of pre-2000, I wanted to make sure I was definitely running a pre-2000 version. Plus, as I think I said before, this one's very nostalgic to me. It was the one I grew up with. Nice, I got that portal. That's good. So now this one has a big place in my heart in the 2001 version of the game. And now, yeah, we can jam to McRaeathon, guys, because it's the best soundtrack in the game. Changed my mind. Just jam to this one all day. But so far, we're getting all the portals we're looking for. That 3 could change that, of course, because sometimes they take one of these 2 rights, and then you can't do that portal as early. This is going very well so far. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's up ahead. It might be up ahead. It was not up ahead. They used it. Sadly. If it's not there or swapped, it means they used it. So yeah, a good lap on this one, I would say is like 30 seconds. 32 is still fast, though. It's still double portal lap. Oh! The classic AI not knowing what to do after a race. But one of the funnier things you may have noticed throughout the one. Cool. And now we're on to the time trials, guys. So, time for some high-speed action now. In the time races, there is not really much other than green and white, but sometimes you get some tracks that want to troll you with a brick that doesn't actually do anything. Actually perfect parking there. And we're still nearly a sub-hour gypsy, so that's still like a minute ahead of what I used to be able to do. Yeah. So earlier, in Rui's one, we talked about how you have to wait at the end of a race to carry on, and that you can't quit out early. Well, in time race, as soon as you cross the line, you can just quit early. It's really cool, and it counts the win still as soon as you cross the line. So yeah, this is the most simple time race. In fact, you can win. I have won this one driving backwards, so that's how easy this first ghost is. I've got a video of beating her driving backwards, so it's a bit of a mock to the first ghost.
If that's not taking the mic, I don't know what is, Jamie.
Yeah, you'll see in a second what I'm talking about when I get miles ahead. So for this first lap, I'm going to be getting a turbo here because you want to have portal on the next lap. So hopefully I don't mess this up because this is tricky. Nice. That is not easy to do right on this version. You could either miss the right brick or miss the barrel completely. So that went very well. Oh, and another thing to talk about the time races. The soundtracks are unique. So there, you get to hear some different soundtracks this time. Ah, no portal this lap. I missed the right, sadly. But hopefully we can get it on lap 3. I'm sure we can. Oh, oh. That was a bad time to use the boost. That was what we would like to call trying to walk as a car. Oh god. Yeah, but as you can see, despite not being the best one, I'm still half a lap ahead of her right now. and we will portal across the line as we wanted to do last lap. And now I'm about to show you what I was talking about earlier. This is the fastest thing to do. You don't have to wait for it to finish the end cutscene. So you save that time every time. Oops, I accidentally went into build. I accidentally spammed. This can happen when you're on time races because you forget that it's different. We're building a car, guys. Only we're not building a car. So there, as you see, despite me just quitting out right after the race was won, it's still counted as a race win. It would be strange to you Grill there, because you're a PC runner, aren't you? You're over a PC runner. It's so different.
Runner, yeah.
So this first green's a little bit tricky. And I got it, nice. That green is really hard to get. Yeah, PS1 physics, very difficult to do that. It does indeed go all in. I love the Lego Races music, it's just amazing. So we're gonna portal for 2 of these laps, but the last lap is actually better not to portal, which we found out about recently. Oh there, that's what I forgot to mention. That spot there, I get to do the airborne speed manipulation thing I was talking about. Where you just let go of the boost. And you keep the speed until you land. I forgot to get the lights, but it's fine. Green's not much slower on this track, honestly. There's so many greens. I'm gonna try it here though. Nice. But this is like the most different track of them all. Ow. I will admit I haven't drove this the best today, but it's fine. We're miles ahead of Veronica. I will definitely have to be a little bit more focused for the latter stages of the run. Oh nice, that was a good speed carry there. You see what I mean? I came off of the gas, but it was still like I was still carrying on with the boost speed until I landed. It's very cool strat to optimize. So this time race is quite an interesting one. You actually don't do like half of the track. You'll see. We just focus on one shortcut and we portal towards the end of it. You just won't see half of the track. It's kind of funny. And I'll be doing the whole portaling into a wall thing again. It's kind of good that they do that here too, because this track actually you can accidentally glitch out of the map if you're not careful. Oops, it's fine. I'll be fine with this. So yeah, this is a bit of a trick. This part here. It says you should get the green or the white, right? But actually you don't want to get that. You want to get this instead. Because the reason why is we're gonna be portaling here every lap. C doesn't do that, by the way, so it's a big advantage for us. And once again, we just do not even see the right side of the track. Hopefully, anyway. And once again, hold down on the brake and accelerate to keep our speed down that straight. Nice. And once more. Nice, so we didn't bonk at all, which is awesome. Nice. Yep, I didn't even know about that in the old one too, so that was the easiest score I ever got. I always went the other way. So, Desert Adventure Dragway. This one is a bit of a weird one, and a bit of a trolly. A bit of a trolly one, actually, because there's one particular white brick that makes you think, if I keep my foot down, I'm gonna get it. But no, if you keep your foot down, you'll go over the white brick. It actually makes you slow down for a brick. I'll tell you when I get there. So for the first brick, you will get the green, but for the second brick, you must get the red. So that shortcut is surely open before. We need to open that for this, if we want to, well, optimize as best as we can. And now we're at the brick we have to slow down for. This is that one. If you rush across there, you'll jump over that brick. Oh no, I missed the green. Should be fine actually, because there's one there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I get to show you that speed down this way indefinitely, because that's where you end up. So there, that's the airborne speed carry I was talking about before. I do love that. It's such a cool spot. Thinking you can fool me, right, brick? Not a chance. Nice. And yeah, just rinse and repeat once again. Believe it or not, if you go for the green there, it's actually slower. You definitely want to get those portals, so there's a lot of assessing to do in this time races to like know what's best to do. Nice. And that's the first cup. Now we move on to the next one, and it's still pretty easy for now. No real big difficulty increases yet, but we're getting close to some soon. I hope you're enjoying the one so far. It really is a great game. I've just been so addicted to this game in the last few months, it's crazy. Cool. On to Tribal Island. Now this is a funny one because I actually do this a little bit differently. I don't like going for portals on this track because for me, they've never saved me even anything. I just go for pure speed boosts. There's not a lot of portal opportunities on this track. So, ooh, I like that soundtrack. That's a good one. This is one of my favorites actually. So we're gonna speed boost across the sand here, because that means we don't slow down. If you can utilize a speed boost across rough terrain, go for it. It will be better on you. Sorry, I'm jamming to the music. This is such a good soundtrack. The Kahuka emote, I love it. That's a really good one, actually. Well, oh, this is also one of the easiest time trials as well. Probably like the second easiest behind Imperial. Oh, I forgot to keep my green hair. Oh well. We're so far ahead, we can't use this anyway. Nice. Yep, we're nearly like a minute ahead of our PB right now. In a marathon. Such an old time though. I knew this would be fun to run against. Okay, so now I was talking about the difficulty spike. That starts to come now, so it's not too bad on this track, but I still have to. I can't afford too many big mistakes here. Otherwise, it's a restart. If you don't win the race, you have to restart. You have to beat all of her times in Hondo. It's the third cup that is when it gets a little bit tough. Yeah, indeed. And no, I am not going for the portal on this version of the race because that's so ridiculous on PS1 to go for. There's no way that you're not bonking going for those. They were so evil on the brick placement at the start of Time Race. Nice. So far so good. So there's a little shortcut there that you probably noticed earlier. I forgot to talk about it. It's not the easiest one to notice at first. But yeah, as you keep running the game, you'll get more used to the shortcuts. Clean so far. Oh no, it's if you touch this version of the game, you'll be like, wow, this is much harder to play. I've obviously adapted to it quite well, so there is that. Oh, we were talking about the hallway strat. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Whatever version you play, but on this version, impossible. Don't do it. You'll lose so much time. You will not do that successfully on PS1. But yeah, we didn't lose the race, so we're having a good one so far, guys. Okay, now it gets hard. Now it gets actually quite hard. If I screw this up too much, I'm losing. So it starts to get harder now. This particular ghost for the casual might give you a real headache. Of course, I'm going to be neutralizing the speed strat here to help me win better. So, that's if I don't fail to grab the 3 white bricks. Because in PS1 version of the game, there's a shortcut missing. On the spiral section, you actually have to go around the long way. It's not there when it's first of the game. Which I will show when I get there. Nice green brick map. Oh no. This will be fine now.
So I do have one question.
Yes.
So when I played this a few years ago, I did the any percent, so I missed out on the time trial stuff. Is the time trial what makes it 100%?
Yes.
So
Nice.
Veronica Volta is that? She looks a bit like a ghost car. Is that what she's supposed
Yes,
to
they're
be?
all ghosts. These are time trials, so
Makes sense.
you are absolutely spot on with that assumption.
I kept wondering why she wasn't picking any of the bricks up, but you could, and I was like, wait a minute, she must be a ghost then.
Yep. I should be fine still. So I will hopefully get to show you that strat again I just did last lap. This is right here. Let go of the gas, turn left. Whee! Oh, it landed early. Boom. That's a shame. That's the first time I've seen it land me so early. But you can carry on speaking if you want, Viper. So.
No, it's the only questions I can think of. It's just a case of with this Veronica Voltage. It's the first time I've actually seen her.
Yep.
Because in the obviously in the any% you only beat all the other races without beating her, so it's like a case of and you don't. Well, basically, if you don't 100% the game, you don't even know she exists. It's not like
Yeah, exactly.
she's not mentioned in any percent at all.
No, she's not.
It's quite interesting.
You're absolutely right about that too. But it's cool to show off the time races because they tend to be like not really shown, as you say.
Mm.
And yeah, I know I was really slow on the spiral, but getting that portal was absolutely worth slowing down for. The portal was like so OP compared to all of the other levels of green. You just have to get them if you can. C doesn't really portal on this track, so on that track. So I knew I'd be fine if I did go slow. Sometimes you've got to go slow to go fast, as they might say. And I missed the first right, so I'm actually not getting a portal this lap, I don't think. I forgot that that brick is on the left of the portal there, waterfall there, sorry. Easy to forget about in the heat of a run. So hopefully I don't end up losing this race now.
On the plus side, at least all these races are normal and not mirrored.
Yes, that is correct. Because the mirror can throw you off. Okay, I got it this time, nice. But yeah, you don't have to do these mirrored as well. It's just the normal way. I should be fine still. I don't think he portals in the last lap. I'm not having the best one of this, I will admit. But as long as I get this portal, we're good. Yeah, we should definitely get it. Thankfully, she doesn't take the shortcut all 3 laps as well. So, there's a bit more leeway on this one. Oh no, she does portal this lap actually, but I should be fine still. I remember she does portal this lap. Any second now. Yeah, right there. But, still too slow, Veronica. Nope, not this time. Obviously aiming for not failing TTs in all their difficulty. And now on to the hard part of the time races. The third and final cup. PS1 EMU. I'm on EMU. There is no way I'm playing this on hardware. You should be able to tell by graphics anyway, because I've upscaled them on Dark Station because this is much better. Yeah. Oh no, if I turned this back to default graphics, you would notice a huge difference. It is nice what you can do with graphical enhancement in emulators these days. Nice. Okay, so that green brick there is really hard to get at the start, and I just pulled it off. Nice.
This might shock you to hear, but
yeah.
To grill into yourself, Jamie, I've actually seen the game on PS1.
Yeah, it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Pixelated, right? Oh, nice. Yeah, you can continue speaking about it, your experience of it. FDS is a bad idea in this. Really, it makes the game slower, actually.
Is it really? I thought it would
Yep.
sped things up.
Nope, this game just lags real bad if you do that.
That I didn't know.
Yep, the more you know. So no, you definitely want to keep it native in this version of the game. So I did miss the green, but we can get the backup green there. This is a really tricky one too if you don't like rinse and repeat this Because he's still not that far behind, as you may have noticed. Yeah, it does. Okay, so next track, I'm not even being funny. Hardest track, time trial. This one is hell for if you're trying to complete this game. If I mess up a few portals, I won't win, so just letting you know. Even if I mess up 2 portals, it's GG. I won't win the race. This one really tests you, this time race.
If you need to go quiet, it's understandable.
I'm not gonna be speaking too much about this one, no. You understand when you watch her on the minimap. Pay attention to her on the minimap. You'll see what I mean. Yes, I'm going focused as soon as it starts. There, all of a sudden, I don't feel at ease anymore. Hopefully so, King. Okay, here's the hard bit coming up. Yeah, I'll have a breather when I have a chance. Let's go. That one's always such a stressful one. You can see why. She really wasn't far behind me. Even though I played that like what I would call almost perfectly to what I would do. Now do you see what I'm talking about a huge difficulty spike in the TTs. Thank you, girl. I knew that taking it slower for those whites was important. If you miss those whites, it's disaster. This one's still quite hard, but it's not as stressful as the last one. So I still have to kind of focus on this one too. Next one is much more chill, but this and Rocket Race are the hardest 2 parts left of the one. Ow. The classic bonk. Okay, so yeah, this one's a little bit weird because to get portals I have to kind of slow down in places. Nice. Don't be alarmed, this is ahead of me because I will get a portal soon. Nice. Oh, mummy's there. So for this TT, you always get the shortcut every lap. And hopefully we don't get zapped, because if we do, then we can still go for the backup right, but at least we can still get 3 rights. And once again, we'll try and get that hard green here. This is a difficult green to hit. Nice, I got a 2 out of 2 so far. Yep. So this one is actually also a very tricky one, Cassidy, because if you don't know about the shortcut, it's extremely hard to beat her. You should have seen my first playthrough of this game. It took me like 40 minutes to beat this TT. Same amount of time for the first one on Pirate Skull Pass as well. I had to go for backup there because I got zapped. It's fine. I got enough leeway here. Oh. Classic motorcycles. Nice. That's still a big gold because I didn't know about the porting. That's the right bricks for porting in the past. So that's become much easier now. Still a hard TT though. Don't get me wrong. Don't let that fool do. Okay, we got 2 splits left, guys. We're nearly done. So we just got this TT, and then we got Rocket Racer. And also at the end of this, you get to see what I call the coolest cutscene in terms of soundtracks. It's a fun one to unlock her car. So this is a funny TT because this is one where you don't take the shortcut. It's actually slower. They only give you 1 right brick in the shortcut. It's not worth opening. You just wanna to get the portal by each sapper. Oh shit. This would be fine still. I believe. Nope, we're restarting. That's nah. That's actually annoying when the UFO does that. Yeah. Oh wow, that's so unlucky. Happened again. Nope, this is my first choke of the run. Okay, we should be fine now. We got past the first UFO. That blue point is so stupid though. Why did they put it in front of the UFOs? That's so stupid. My apologies for a little choke, but we're still well on track. And yeah, missing that portal has not helped me here, but I should be hopefully able to still clutch this out. So yeah, I should have mentioned that you can have some bad luck at the start of this race like that and just end up restarting. So this will be nice. I can just skip past the UFO, the portal. Very nice too. Ah. Oh wow, that's really unlucky. Okay. That's not put me in a good position. That's really unlucky. I don't think she can win still. Nah, we're good. Oh, that was my first choke, but we're okay. Enjoy the cutscene. All TTs are done and I'm still a minute ahead despite that choke. I like to dance to this one, it's really fun. That was so cool to do. Yeah, 4 times that, Panther. Okay, it's Rocket Racer time, guys. Let's do this. It's the final hurdle, and time ends when you cross the line. In first place. So, I have a bit of a different strat I like to do here. The game wants you to take the green brick at the start, but I like to take the red, because they will either shoot you with the red, or if you are behind them, you can shoot them with the red. So I particularly prefer going for the red brick at the start of this race. It depends if he gets a boost as well. Which he didn't. Oh no, he did actually. He just got blocked, I think. Oh boy. This isn't going to be fun. I got none of the strats I wanted to do. No. I'm trying to take away your greens. Okay, a bit of a spotty lap 1, but we finally got away from the pack. We got very unlucky with the AI there, though. Honestly, the start is the worst bit for this race. Always is. AI can really mess you up at the start. So on the last lap, so at the end of this lap, it will be time. And I will say time, of course. So this lap usually is, you don't really often get a chance to green marks on this lap. Except for here. But I'm gonna wait a little moment, because it should just send me across. Yeah, that's what I thought. Time. 1:35:56. 1 minute PB.
GG.
Thank you. And now I will present to you the final cutscene. 100% complete. If there's anything you want to say, go ahead. Or we watch the cutscene first and then you talk. It's up to you. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. For marathon standards, that did go well still, because this is my first time running this game in a marathon, so it doesn't get showcased too often, actually.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that I think a lot of people here were looking forward to.
They were, yeah. I know Dutchy was very looking forward to this game, so I hope you enjoyed that. Yep, old PB King, old PB. Obviously, it's a shame that Dark didn't get to run today, but I'm glad I got to fill the gap as well. So, I appreciate that. I also appreciate being given the opportunity to run for McRaeathon. Yeah, and I hope to catch you guys again in the future. I will certainly be tuning in a bit tomorrow as well to see the next stuff. The Ridge Racer block is going to be a big one.
Alright. Like I said, thank you very much for participating. It was nice to see, like I said, first of all, a new runner in yourself, and second of all, to see a Lego game in this. It was something that it opened the floor up to see what we could get, and it was nice to get one in. It was also nice to see someone play it a lot better than me too, so that was always nice.
Yeah,
PS1 version.
In N64 version, my PB is a 52 minute in any percent, so yeah, it's 10 minutes faster by though, so
Well, that's the thing, it's like it might even open me to come back to the game, so
well,
pretty damn good. But
if you ever want tips, We're just around
That's
the corner.
it, yeah. That's it. Just to kind of just quickly round out, by the way, is there any final shout-outs you want to give before we wrap this one up?
The Lego speedrunning community, absolutely, they have been awesome. They've been very friendly. They have shown support in my upcoming runs. I didn't actually know about the Discord for like a whole month into my speedruns until one of the top PC runners said, "Come on to our Discord." And then like, "Oh, you guys have a Discord?" So that was cool. It's a really big Discord. Lots of Lego games. So many Lego games. But yeah, I give my shout outs to them. And of course, to you guys for hosting this event. So thank you for the opportunity, Viper. Very appreciated. Viper?
No worries. Like I said, thank you very much for participating. And that, unfortunately, is all we have time for this evening.
Yeah.
We will have some more runs coming up tomorrow, starting from midday UK time. And yeah, I think overall, I think we've done pretty well tonight. I know we've only had 2 runs, but 2 very entertaining runs, I'm sure you'll agree. And like I said, 2 really nice runs as well to look at. 2 very different variations in terms of racing games, whether it was Diddy Cars, licensed Diddy Cars racing in a Japanese game, or cars being made entirely of something that was originated in Germany, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Lego.
potentially. Very RNG heavy game this is as well, as you saw.
Better than Mario Kart. Fight me on that
Oh,
one.
I absolutely would take this over Mario Kart. Any day of the week. No disrespect to Mario Kart, but more often than not, in that game we're spending more time getting taken out by the AI. So it's cool to have a speed game where actually you can still go faster when you're in the lead. You're not like constantly having bad RNG thrown at you because you're in first. If you know what I mean.
No, I mean, like you said, it's each to their own, I suppose. I know I'm probably backing up their own tree with it as well, but still. But I will mention real quick, just before we finish, I'll just quickly round out by saying that is the end of the first leg of this side part of the event. And like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. We've got a big Ridge Racer Type 4 block to kick things off from midday tomorrow. We have Cruising USA, Carmageddon 64, Tokyo Extreme Racer, and Destruction Derby 2. So we have a good mix as well in there, in case you missed it. And on that bombshell, I think we're going to wrap this stream up here for this evening. Thank you once again for watching.
Thank you.
And we will we'll catch you all tomorrow. So
best of luck. Today went well with the. It didn't have any issues today, which is great.
No, it's okay. No problem. Like I said, thank you very much, James, for participating.
Thank you for having me.
Lego Races.
An honour.
And thanks for participating with the 100% glitchless. I know it was going to be any percent, but thank you very much for the added content with the 100%.
I love both categories. It's fine.
There you go. You got 2 for the price of 1. And yeah, that will be just about it, I think, for tonight. We're going to go back over to our intermission screen, and that will be it. We'll wrap our stream up here. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in tomorrow at 12 o'clock for McRaeathon Part 2, or Lap 2. And yeah, catch you guys soon. So thank you for watching. Have a good evening, and catch you all tomorrow.
Bye. Have a nice